What's good, Commanders fans? I don't have a lot of time, but I'm gonna make a quick video for you guys. Per Adam Schefter, Sam Howell's been traded to the Seahawks. The Commanders were going to receive a 3rd-round pick, number 78, and a 5th-round pick, number 152. And we're going to give the Seahawks a 4th-round pick and a 6th-round pick and Sam Howell. So we give them pick 102 and then pick 179 and Sam Howell. So basically we move up in the draft 2 spots and we give away Sam Howell. Now we have 6 picks. 6 picks in the top 100. Pick 2, pick 36, pick 40, 67, 78, and 99. We give him to the Seahawks. He will be sitting behind Geno Smith. I think it's a great situation for Sam Howell. He gets to learn more and just sit back, hold a clipboard, work on his footwork, work on holding the ball too long, work on his processing, not having to take too many hits and get punch drunk and turn into Patrick Ramsey. And they have a running game over there. Kenneth Walker III, they believe in their running game. Play with a different offensive coordinator who's not going to drop him back. When he does get a chance to play again, because I do believe he'll get another opportunity in this league. I'm rooting for Sam Howell. I'm a huge Sam Howell fan. He had a great game against the Seahawks, and we know the Seahawks certainly remember that game because he had a great game. When I look at the numbers from that game, man, he really led us to. We should have won that game. It was close. 29 for 44, 3 touchdowns. Threw for 312 yards, had a 65% completion percentage and 109.3 quarterback rating in that game. We would have won that game if it wasn't for the defense giving up a field goal late, and we would have won that game because he had a drive where he threw the ball to De'Ami Brown, and De'Ami Brown ran for a touchdown. He basically had a game-tying drive where it had us in a situation. I think we were up by 2, if I'm not mistaken. We were up by 2. We ended up losing by 1. Let me look at the score for that game. I'm sorry, no, 29-26. We ended up losing that game. But he had a heck of a game that game. Like, seriously, he played his behind off. That was one of his better games for sure. It was tied 26-26. Then we just knew the defense was trash, and they gave up a 43-yard field goal. They let Geno Smith march down the field. But Sam Howell had an elite game. The Broncos game in the second half, both Eagles games, he played very, very well. Those are the games where he had some really, really good tape. Both Eagles games, the Broncos second half, the Patriots game, he had a good game. So there's some games you can pinpoint and look at where he had some good games, and then towards the end of the year he just got punch drunk, and he saw ghosts. He was just a shell of himself at the time. The Giants game, he was awful. He got benched in the Jets game, benched in the Rams game. Jacoby Brissett came in and played better than him. And Terry McLaurin was actually getting the football, where Sam just was not able to get our best player to football. I don't know if it was a Bieniemy thing or just Sam not seeing him, but for some reason when Jacoby came in, he was just throwing the ball to Terry and getting him the football. So a lot of that was on Sam too. So I'm not going to just blame Bieniemy for everything. But Sam led the league in interceptions with 21 interceptions, 21 touchdowns, 21 interceptions. Probably led the league in dropbacks as well. Stayed healthy, was durable. And he's very mobile, man. He's very mobile. Had a couple rushing touchdowns. A tough guy. He's just a tough guy, man. I like Sam. I really do. And some people are saying if we drafted Drake May, it would be awkward for him to be in the room with Drake May, since they both went to North Carolina. They're both like good buddies and whatnot, but I don't really give a crap about that. But it is what it is, and he's gone now. But I think this was the right move to get draft picks. I personally, and I'm happy that we got to move up in the draft and get more and have picks to get more talented players in the top 100. Just keep throwing more darts at the dartboard and being able to get blue chip players. So I'm happy about that. Adam Peters making that move. So I think it's a darn good move for the Commanders. And whoever they get, Drake May, Jaden Daniels, whoever they get, just focusing on that young quarterback. I just didn't think there was a point in keeping 3 quarterbacks, in my opinion. Some people were like, oh, just keep Sam. But I was like, nah, I don't think there's really a point. Just move on with the young guy you got. Mariota's going to be the mentor for Jaden Daniels or for Drake May. And that's all you really need, honestly. That's all you really need is just having that mentor there, and then having either Drake May or Jaden Daniels in the room. And then they didn't draft Sam. That's the thing. It's a new regime, front office. They want to move in lockstep with their new guy, with their quarterback, and move on, you know, and that's what new regimes do. So I understood when we've got a new front office and a new GM and all that, I was like, what are they going to do with Sam? They probably are going to trade him. And other teams were interested. Now we didn't get a pick straight up for Sam, kind of like how Mac Jones got a 6th, just a 6th-round pick traded for Mac Jones. I actually like this trade better than the Mac Jones trade because you get to move up in the draft. You give away a player, but you get to move up in the draft and you move up to get better players and more talented players, more blue chip players. So I like what Adam Peters did kind of more than what the Patriots did, even though they just traded him for a pick. But this is a good move for Adam Peters. Adam Peters has been in the building. He's already shaking stuff up, man. He really is. He's not playing around. He's getting to work. And he's making moves, signings, trades, all kinds of stuff. He's being very creative and innovative, something that we just did not see from the previous regime, man. We did not see stuff like this at all much. We didn't see this much at all. So very intriguing move, and I wish Sam the best. And I think this is a good move. Always check my phone before I wrap it up, because there's just so much stuff that happens before I wrap it up. So yeah, we have 3 third-round picks now. 3 third-round picks. So after trading Montez Sweat and Chase Young, we had 2 seconds, 2 thirds, 3 third-round picks now. Pick 2, 36, 40, 67, 78, and 99. So 3 third-round picks. We have 2 second-round picks, 3 third-round picks, 2 fifth-round picks, and 1 seventh-round pick. So Adam Peters has a lot of moves he can make. And also, we know with the Niners, he did a good job in those later rounds. He did a good job. He did a good job in those later rounds. George Kittle was a 5th-round pick. Just look at some of their drafts. Some guys that they picked in the later rounds, they did a good job. Elijah Mitchell, the running back, he was a good backup for Christian McCaffrey as well. Just a 1-2 punch there. So I'm intrigued to see what Adam Peters does with these picks, man. I'm super, super excited, man. And maybe they can move up into the first and be creative. Maybe they can move up in the first. They have 2 seconds. You can move up in the first and get a tackle. We still need a left tackle. We need a tackle. We need a corner. We still need to really address this offensive line. So I really want to see them get a tackle. All right, guys. The Commanders. Peace.